In the last lecture, you learned how to analyze your all pages report to really understand which of your content is resonating with your audience so that you can really make more of that type of content. Now, in this lecture, you're going to learn how to analyze your exit pages report. This is really the pages where people are leaving your website. And you really want to optimize these to either reduce that exit rate, keep people on the site, or at least put in maybe a call to action, an email sign up form, a pop-up, so that you can collect people's address, a way to reconnect with them later on. To access the exit pages report, it's still under behavior here, and really want to come down to exit pages here. And I put in the question once again that you want to ask yourself in this Insights tab: which pages have high percentage exit rates? Get ideas to optimize these by looking at good pages with low percentage exit rates. So let us come in here, and really this is the column that we're looking at, percentage exits. It's really just the exits over the number of page views. So I can see that, unsurprisingly, this is quite high. I think I can see a pattern forming here that we looked and we saw. For me in particular, I had a lot of first-time visitors coming in, so new visitors. They're not recurring visitors. They are landing into these big pages. They're not going deeper into the site, and then they're exiting from these top pages as well. So one challenge that I will have to really solve is keeping people on my site longer and getting them to go into different pages of the website. And I think that's been confirmed here in the exit pages report. So what I could do is, say on this SEO checklist page, this is one of the top pages, I could put a pop-up here so that if people have been on the site for maybe 2 minutes, then they get a pop-up for this particular page that can capture their email address. What I can also do is think about how can I interlink these pages as well to get people to move to other pages. And if I come in and look at the page here, I can see that I have the sign up form here, I have my Facebook page, and much further down the page I have recent posts. So this is something that I could do to maybe get people more interested. I could move that higher up the page here to get them to go and be aware that there are other articles here that they can access. And also down the page as well, maybe I can include more links between my pages. When I wrote this page, I didn't have a lot of content on my site, so I didn't spend a lot of time interlinking between pages. But now that I have much more on my site, I'm going to think about how I can interlink this in better. Either at the right at the top, like the previous post was X, the next post is Y, or even in the body of the post here, or right at the end. For example, check out, my call to action could be, instead of the comments, check out the related posts below. So those are some ideas that I'm thinking of there. I can see that there's a lot of traffic on these pages, but people are not sticking around or moving on to other pages just yet. Probably not a big deal for a new site like mine, but over time, those are things that I will want to think about. So I'm coming in here to my insights, and I want to really look at the pages that have high exit rates. So it's really my high traffic pages. Interlink better with existing content. And these tips could apply for you as well. Maybe more call to actions to view other content, or maybe the pop-up at the timed pop-up to really capture the email address. Okay, so those are some ideas for me there. I would encourage you to maybe use those ideas as well to really analyze that report to see how can you stop people from exiting to continue and spend longer on your site, or even to really set up those big exit pages to have a nice capture form or a great incentive for people to hand over their email address. Okay, so that is the exit pages report. That is how you analyze it. Those are the questions that you really want to ask yourself. And I think it's really fitting that we finish up on that. We've looked at the landing pages report. How do people come into your website? We've looked at the all pages report. Where do they spend time on your website? And then the exit pages report. once again, where did they leave your website? And if you optimize all three of these using the insights you've gained, I think you're going to have a much better, a happier set of visitors, and your site's going to grow a lot faster as a result. So that really wraps up the behavior part of our Google Analytics account, our analysis there. And in the next lecture, this is really the exciting part. We're going to look at your goals report to see really where those conversions are coming from. This is critical to understand if you want to grow your business. So I'll see you in the next lecture to discuss the goals report.